Okay, hello class. This is the Unit 4 review video, and this begins on page 119. What I'm going to do is post a picture of the crossword puzzle on our Blackboard site so that you can look at the picture and compare your answers with the crossword puzzle instead of spending time reading out loud the answers on this video. I think that will be much more efficient and better. However, I will read the rest of these answers starting on page 119, all the Unit 4 review tests, obviously, in our vocabulary book. So you should have completed all of these review tests before you listen to this video. As always, if you have not done this work first, please pause the video, answer as best you can, and then come back and review these answers. So let's start on page 119. Number 1, the correct answer is pretentious. Number 2, explicit. 3, depicted. 4, implicit. 5, esteem. 6, formulated. 7, exhaustive. 8, ruptured. 9, ironic. And 10, feigned. Now on the next page is sentence completion. Number 11 says, "I'm not fallible, my older sister insists. She means that she never makes mistakes." 12. The habitat of a cactus is D, the desert. 13. A mundane experience, in most people's opinion, would be A, grocery shopping. 14. When Maria discovered that her son had lied to her, her punitive response was to B, spanking. 15. That chicken salad is vile, Cynthia said. A, took one bite and gagged. In this case, gagged means nearly threw up. 16. A person who begins honking and yelling, "Go, go," at other drivers the second the traffic light turns green is deficient in C, patience. 17. When her toddler began shrieking, that means screaming, when her toddler began shrieking in the middle of the crowded supermarket, the mother pacified the child by B, talking soothingly to him and offering him a pretzel. 18. Roger realized Anitra's interest in him had dwindled when she began to D, avoid his phone calls and visits. 19. When my father mediates a quarrel, he B, helps to settle the quarrel by acting as a go-between. And then finally 20. Although Vanessa developed a crush on her classmate Josh, again, a crush is good feelings, loving someone. The feeling was transient because C, she soon met a boy she called her true love. Okay? Now we're going to move on to page 121, and they're asking you to put the correct word in the blank. Number 1, the correct word is muted. Number 2, evoke. 3, magnitude. 4, render. 5, aloof. And 6, ambivalent. 7, contemplate. And 8, feasible. 9, condone. And 10, legacy. 11, fiscal. And 12, inhibition. And finally 13, reconcile. And now for a review of the correct or incorrect sentences on page 122. Number 1 is incorrect. 15 and 16 are both correct. 17 is incorrect. 18, 19, and 20 are all correct. 21 is incorrect. 22 is correct. 23 is incorrect. 24 is correct. And 25 is incorrect. Now on to page 123. They're looking for synonyms. Saturate means C, soak. 2, gape means D, stare. 3, condone means B, put up with. 4, vindictive means C, vengeful. 5, contemplate is A, think about. 6, ambivalent is D, having mixed feelings. 7, esteem is D, which means respect. 8, legacy is C, inheritance. 9, feign is A, pretend. 10, habitat is B, environment. 11, longevity is C, lifespan. 12, pacify is D, calm down. 13, formulate is C, develop. 14, rupture is also C, which means burst open is ruptured. 15, implicit is A, suggested, rather than spoken directly. Remember our imply, infer, that's what we're talking about. 16, precedent is B, an earlier or first example of something. 17, dispel is C, to drive away bad feelings or bad emotions perhaps. 18, inhibition is B, holding back. If we're inhibited about speaking our true feelings, we hold those feelings back without telling them. 19, magnitude is D, importance. Render is B, to cause to become. If you render something, you make it something or cause it to become something. 21, fiscal is C, economic. 22, depict is B, describe or give a clear picture of something. 23, pretentious is A, acting important. 24, evoke is D, to bring forth some idea or feeling. And 25, mundane is C, commonplace. Those are all synonym words. On the next page, 124, I'm going to go over now the answer to the opposites or the antonyms. The opposite of pragmatic, B, is impractical. 27, the opposite of aloof is A, friendly. 28, the opposite of constrict is D, make wider. 29, the opposite of pathetic is A, admirable. The opposite of avid is C, unenthusiastic. The opposite of detrimental is B, helpful. 32, the opposite of augment is A, decrease. The opposite of furtive is C, unhidden or obvious. The opposite of 34, muted, is A, brightened. The opposite of deficient, the opposite of deficient is B, having enough. The opposite of punitive is D, rewarding. The opposite of transient is B, permanent. The opposite of dwindle is B, increase. The opposite of exhaustive is D, incomplete. The opposite of reconcile is D, to decide to reject. So we reconcile, we accept, and so the opposite is reject something. 41, the opposite of nurture is C, neglect. The opposite of fallible, 42, is A, perfect. The opposite of explicit is C, vague or unclear. The opposite of ironic is B, expected. Ironic is unexpected, so that would be opposite expected. The opposite of vile is D, pleasant. The opposite of feasible is B, impossible. The opposite of cryptic is D, clear. The opposite of genial is C, unfriendly. And the opposite of mediate is A, prevent agreement. And the opposite of 50, obscure, is C, easily understood. All right, on the next page are the kind of analogies or the relationship questions. I will not have these on the test, but I'm going to go ahead and quickly review answers for you and just to confirm your answer or to correct. So number 1 is A. Number 2, C as in cat. 3, D as in dog. That's on page 125. 4, furtive is C as in cat. 5, B as in boy. 6, C as in cat. 7, B as in boy. 8, A. 9, D as in dog. And 10, A. And the last section of our review tests for Unit 4 on page 126, 11, A. 12, B as in boy. 13, C as in cat. 14, D as in dog. 15, C as in cat. 16 and 17 are both B as in boy. 18, A. 19, C as in cat. And 20, D as in dog. And that completes my review of all the Unit 4 review tests. And of course, please study these words for the vocabulary test, which we will have on Unit 4 when we return after Thanksgiving, December the 4th. Okay?